Okay, welcome everyone to our monthly leader training. I'm Kristen. It is April, and before we jump into the topic of the evening, just want to quickly review our promotions for the month. All right, I have to cheat because I don't know them off the top of my head yet. They're pretty amazing. Has anybody processed their ER order yet and gotten their stuff? Hey, Kay. All right, these are awesome. What I love about these is they're staples that I'm using already, so I don't have to order them. So it's kind of leaves some room in my Essential Rewards order this month. Okay, so 100 PV we know is free shipping. That's standard operating procedure all the time. 190 PV. All right. 15 milliliter of tangerine with any 190 PV order, okay? Awesome, nice big bottle. And the cool thing, these are all big bottles too. But on ER, you're also getting citrus fresh, boom, and peppermint. So really, really, really awesome. The combination of citrus fresh and peppermint in the diffuser is amazing, especially in the springtime. So you'll really love that. All right, bumping it up to 250. Young Living is throwing in a 15 ml of grapefruit, one of my absolute favorites. I think all of the citrus oils are amazing, but grapefruit is one of my favorites. And then jade lemon. If you haven't smelled this before, it is wonderful. It's almost like lemon lime. It is so, 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 so nice. You can see I'm rocking my old bottle. This is like an OG from like 6 years ago. So, so good. And then up at 300, they're throwing in a 15 ml of Thieves, which we could all use. And then of course, a 5 ml of bergamot. So really, 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 really good promotions this month. Jade lemon, me too, Julia. Anyone have any questions about the promotions or anything that we have going on this month? We typically have our Thursday night calls. Tomorrow night is our monthly Young Living intro call. Basically, anybody who is either brand new from last month or from previous months, we're going to kind of walk through the starter kit. I'm not quite sure what we're going to do once this new shopping platform and the way to get people started is going to change. Obviously, we'll revisit what that looks like in the next month or two. That's tomorrow night at 8 p.m. So that's open to everyone on our team, anybody, members, as well as if you've got any people that are not yet oily, that friends and family that might have an interest in learning about Young Living, invite them to that. That is always a good time. Okay, so that is all I have for monthly promotions. All right, are we ready to dive into the meat of tonight? I think that's why there's lots of us here. Okay, so this new platform is awesome. If you haven't read up on any of it, you're prepared to be surprised and delighted at every step of the way. It is going to be incredible. It's going to basically create the normal customer experience like it should be. I know we've been kind of living in the dinosaur era for a long time with our archaic website, our archaic way of ordering, essential rewards, like the whole 9 yards. It always confuses people. This is going to be such an easy, wonderful, pain-free shopper experience. It's going to feel like shopping on Amazon, which is really what we want. Right now, it is in the US only. More markets will follow as we kind of roll this out, but right now it is just in the US. So if you've got members in other countries, their virtual office and shopping platform is going to look the same as it is right now until we are able to roll things out in other countries. So everyone is going to be on the new shopping platform, as far as I know, by the end of April. So let's just say May 1. Okay, let's just go with that. And it should be seamless. So you'll log in one day and you'll have a brand new interface. So you won't have any warning. It'll just change. You're going to hit shop and it's just going to look totally different. This is going to make online shopping way more convenient for our customers. Think of Target, think of Amazon. You shouldn't have to put in all of your customer information ahead of time before you shop. That's kind of the backwards way of doing things that we've been doing it. So when you check out, you'll create your account. So it's gonna be a much easier process. It's going to be the same as it is right now. So let's say that you enroll or you refer somebody to Young Living. There's going to be a section when they go to check out. It'll ask them who referred them to Young Living, and then they'll put your member number in that space. If they don't put anybody's number in, same's going to happen as it does right now. They get thrown into what Young Living calls the Orphan Pool, and that's basically just the pool of individuals that don't identify as having a referral, if you will. And then they get thrown into this pool where they will be assigned an enroller at the end of the month. That's the way that Young Living does that. So some of you guys have been assigned orphans in the past, and that's kind of a fun surprise. You get somebody on your team that you didn't know about. So that's super cool. Let's see, what else? There's going to be a link builder for you to create your personalized link and send it to people to enroll with you, kind of like what we have already. Again, I don't know if it's going to be the same kind of link builder, but it's going to be very similar to that process. Let's see, it's going to be a very normal shopping experience for our customers. Brand partners will still have access to the virtual office. So the first thing that's going to happen in like roughly mid-May. Now, do not hold me accountable to these dates. We've been talking about this since what, September, right? And here it is May. No, April. Sorry, I'm already fast forwarding. So roughly mid-May, every single Young Living member that currently exists in our organization is going to be reclassified into two different categories, okay? A customer or a brand partner. Now, you'll be a customer if prior to May 1st, 2021, you've never ordered a business tool or a business essentials kit. Obviously, you can't order a business essentials kit because they haven't been rolled out yet. But a business tool would be categorized as either oily tools, if you've ever subscribed to oily tools in the past and paid for that, or you were subscribing to that myYL.com website. So that would be classified as a business tool. If you've never enrolled somebody, if you've never received a paycheck, or if you've never hit star or above, okay? So if none of those are the case for you or your members, reclassified as a customer. And that's the way that it should be, because 99% of our customers fall into that category, okay? You'll be a brand partner if you've ordered a business tool or a business essentials kit. Again, you haven't ordered that because they don't exist. If you've enrolled somebody, if you've received a paycheck, if you've hit the rank of star or above, you'll be classified as a brand partner, okay? It's just going to be that way. Now, if you're a brand partner, you're going to have access to the virtual office kind of like we do right now, okay? If you are a customer, you're not going to see that. There's not going to be any of the extra stuff that's just going to confuse people. They don't need to see that. If you're a customer, they don't need to see that. They don't want to be bothered with all those bells and whistles. So you need, in order to maintain either one of those statuses, you need to, over the course of 12 months, so let's say you're a brand partner, okay, you're reclassified as a brand partner. Over the course of the next 12 months, to stay a brand partner and have access to the virtual office and the ability to earn a paycheck and refer people and do all that stuff, you're going to have to do one of those two things: enroll somebody, receive a paycheck, hit the rank of star or above, or order a business essentials kit. If you do not, you will revert back to a customer, okay? And it's not a bad thing. It's just, if you're not sharing, you're not sharing, and that's just the way that it is. So most people, and that's how it is right now, most people who enroll are going to enroll as a customer, because then they'll fall in love with the products, they're going to want to share, and then eventually they may convert over to brand partners, okay? So when a customer enrolls, they're going to be able to unlock the wholesale 24% discount one of two ways. They can come in to Young Living with a 100 PV order, anything their heart desires. Does not have to be a starter kit. The starter kits are going to be rebranded into starter bundles. More to come on that. I don't know any of the specifics about that, other than I know that there'll still be something. I just don't know what that's going to look like yet, okay? So let's say you have a friend that wants to get started with lavender and the Bloom cleanser and amino eyes. Boom, 100 PV. He or she is going to get that 24% off discount, and they're going to be a customer. So easy. It's like literally customizable enrollment. It's so awesome. Another way that they can unlock that 24% discount is they can opt into subscribe to save. That is our basically our subscription service, if you will. It's kind of like Amazon subscribe and save. It's ours is subscribe to save. We kind of like took that language on one or more items, okay? And they can choose the frequency that they want to receive those items. It can be 1 month, every 2 months, every 3 months. They can have different things, kind of like if you're familiar, if you've ever subscribed to save on Amazon, you're offered different options every month, every 2 months, every 6 months, whatever. You can choose the frequency. Even if you put a freaking lip balm on there every 3 months, you will unlock the 24% discount, okay? And you get that. Let's just say you order it every 3 months. Your $5 item comes every 3 months. You'll always have access to our products at 24% off, okay? So those are the two ways. Again, come in at 100 PV and you'll get free shipping, or sign up for subscribe to save on anything, okay? So everyone who's reclassified as a customer is going to receive that wholesale discount for 1 full year. And then if they want to continue to receive the wholesale discount, they'll need to do one of those 2 requirements, okay? So it's almost like a grace period for people that are just coming in, who are being reclassified, kind of transferred into this new system. Let's see, no more retail customers. So if y'all have ever enrolled a retail customer who just comes in and wants to buy a bottle of Thieves Cleaner at retail, that's not going to exist anymore. It's just going to be either, they're going to be customers. There's no retail wholesale customers. It's just customers. So one thing that can happen is if someone's reclassified as a customer based on those 4 criteria that I just talked about, but they do have a downline, they're not going to be able to see their downline because they're not going to have a virtual office. Now, if they decide to convert over to a brand partner, then they'll be able to access that downline and the ability to earn a commission. So some of you guys here on the call tonight might fall into that category. So just keep that in mind. If you're like, I have a downline, but I don't see them anymore. If you want to be able to see that downline and the ability to be referring people and earning a commission, you just need to reclassify yourself as a brand partner. And the simple way to do that is to just purchase that business essentials kit, which is going to be $29.95 or something like that. And it's going to come with some cool stuff too. And I'll talk about that in a little bit. I just got the info on what is in that cool kit. Okay. All right, so subscribe to save. So for example, if you wanted to order a bottle of lavender every month, you can do that, okay? You can do that every month or every other month or every 3 months. The most, I think the minimum is a month, the maximum is 3 months. There's no like 6-month option, okay? You can also map out items that you want to get on subscribe to save, just like you do on Amazon. Like I said, there's no minimum to order on subscribe to save. It could be a bottle, or it could be a lip balm. It could be a dental floss. It could be, you know, the einkorn flakes. It can be anything. As long as you got something on subscribe to save that's processing, that will unlock and maintain your 24% discount. No minimum for that. Correct, Julia? Does that answer your question? Yeah, like it could be a $4 or $5 or 5 PV order. As long as it's processing, you're good. You're going to maintain that 24% discount. Essential rewards is still going to stick around, but we're going to call it loyalty rewards. And it's going to work the same way it always has. 50 PV minimum in order to earn the points. So, and I'll talk about this in a little bit, but like if you're, let's say you're on subscribe to save and you have various things that are processing each month, you know, based on your specific wish list. If it's not, it's going to process, but if it's below 50 PV, it's not going to count as an essential rewards order. Okay. If it is above 50, it does. And you're going to be earning at your, you know, X amount. So if you're on ER and you want to maintain your earning percentage, like I know a lot of us are earning 25%. We don't want to lose that. Make sure your subscribe to save is at least 50 PV every month. Okay, whatever that combination looks like. And you'll be able to play around with it and decide what you want. But just keep that in mind. Like ER is not going away. It's still 50 PV a month. You're still going to be earning 10, 20, 25% back. Nothing's going to change when this whole thing changes. So we're not all going to get pushed back to 10%. We're going to be where we're at. We're going to have our points. Nothing's going to change. It's just going to be called something different. And the subscribe to save is going to kind of take the place of the going in and changing your ER order every month. Okay. Oh, this is key. Listen up. You know how when your order is set to process on, let's say, the 7th of April, and it processes at midnight Mountain Time that night, it's now actually going to process the day of at midnight in the morning. So 12:01 a.m. Mountain Time, the order is going to process. So we no longer have that day to play Sophie's Choice with our order. We want to make sure that it's ready to go the night before. So that's something you're going to want to make sure that if you're like a last minute person. I mean, I typically am just I hit process today. I set up my order, hit process today, so nothing goes out of stock. But I know a lot of our members and our customers have it going on that specific day, and they may get caught up, or they may get used to the fact that they have that full day to change things. That's going to be going away. So that's something you want to make sure our members are aware of. If you have members, customers, I should say, on your team that have a processing date of the 1st of the month, that's going to be automatically changed to the 2nd, and it'll process on like 12:01 a.m. on the 2nd of the month. Okay, because sometimes people will want to see what is in the promotion so they can adjust their order accordingly. So all the ones that are on the 1st of the month are going to be pushed right to the 2nd. Okay. We're no longer calling the monthly promotions monthly promos. They're going to be called gift with purchase. It sounds kind of cool. Let's see what else. Comp plan changes. So we're going to be moving away from incentivizing that one size fits all approach with the starter kits. Getting people to come in at $165 starter kit, and rather incentivizing folks to come in based on their individual needs. This is like groundbreaking, right? Talk about customization. You know how we've kind of gone in the back and got, build your own kit sort of thing, where you get the basic starter kit and then you can add on to that. This is basically that minus the basic starter kit. It is a dream come true. So the cool thing about this entire strategy is not only does it serve your customer, because it's helping them identify their wellness needs and then customizing an approach based on their specific wellness needs, not a box of 12 oils that, help most people, but it may not help them. They may not be looking for that. Oils may not be their thing. They may be more into supplements, the whole 9 yards. We've run into those people that are just like, I just want a bottle of lavender. I just want a bottle of Panaway. Now they can do that. So super, super, super cool. Can we manually process the order still? I believe so, Sheila. That's a great question. And I think so, but I can't. I'll check in the Q&A to see if that's in there, but I'm pretty sure we'll still be able to do that. Goodness, I hope so, because that's how I operate. Okay, so the cool thing about this also is not only does this help us meet the needs of our customers, retention's going to go up, reorders are going to go up, ER percentages are going to go up, because they're going to come in with a product that's going to change their life versus a box of oils that they may or may not. I mean, how many people have you ever run into that you've enrolled and then they fall off the radar and they're like, I haven't even opened my box of oils yet. And you're like, oh my gosh, it happens. So this isn't going to happen anymore. It's not going to happen anymore. They're going to get what they need. They're going to get super excited. They're going to use it. They're going to fall in love. They're going to feel so stinking good. And then they're going to want to tell people about it. So it's going to be awesome. Okay. So we're also going to be keeping the fast start bonus. So the fast start bonus is that 25% of the PV that you're earning for the first 3 months of that new members enrollment period. So that's not going away. We were getting that already. We're still going to be earning that. So let's say you enroll a new customer with a 100 PV order in May, let's say, okay, you're going to be earning 25% of that order in commission. So $25 for May, June, and July. And then after July, it falls into the regular uni-level commissions that, 8 by 5, 4, 4 cascade of commission. Sorry, I'm looking at the chat. Actually, I'll do that after. Let's see, what else? let's see. Now let's say, okay, let's say you enroll somebody as a brand partner right out of the gate. Let's say this is not going to happen very often, but let's say it does, okay? If you enroll somebody as a brand partner right away, they're going to have to order their basic or their business essentials kit. If they come in as a brand partner, you as the enroller are not going to be earning the fast start bonus on them, that 25%. You're going to just be getting the straight 8% UD level commissions. Why in the world would Young Living do that to us? This is why. This is actually really good. It's very strategic because we have always been a product-based company. How many of you guys got started with Young Living and started sharing for the business? Nobody. Not one. Because we're product-based. We all came in with the product. Many of us said, I will never, ever share this in my life. And then we started sharing. That's the whole idea. The whole idea is to get people using, experiencing, loving the product so much, having it change their lives so much that they can't help but share. So the idea is to incentivize us to help people use the product, love the product, feel amazing, change their life. And if they want to share, then great, they convert to a brand partner. So, okay, let's say they come in as a customer month 1, they get a 2-pack of Ningxia Red, they feel incredible, and they're like, oh my gosh, my mom needs to get this. I want to start sharing. I want to tell all my friends. Perfect. Convert to a brand partner in month 2. You'll still earn the 25% fast start bonus, 25% for 3 months, and then they convert to brand partner in month 2, and it's safe. So the strategy is have all of your people that want to convert to brand partners convert in month 2. Okay, so you're not going to be losing out on commission. That's kind of the way to go about it. But chances are you're going to have very few people that want to just be brand partners right out of the way. Now, if they do, I'll let them. If they really, really want to get the business essentials kit, it's $25. It's not like it's going to make or break you. But just kind of keep that in mind. If you're looking and you're breaking down your commission check and that happens, you're like, oh my gosh, what happened? It would be because they became a brand partner right in that very first month. Okay. So, all right. So an example would be, if you have a class, so for example, the way that it works right now, if you have a class and you enroll 5 people with premium starter kits, you're going to earn $250 in commission and bonuses, and that's 500 PV, okay? Because $165 equals 100 PV in the starter kit world, okay? And that's $250 in commission, which is awesome. So under the new system, if you enroll 5 people with, let's just say 165 PV, because again, our new customers that are coming in, they're spending $165. They don't care about PV. PV it doesn't make any sense to them. So that's money. Money is money. But if they're spending 165 PV, they're going to get more product and you're going to earn more volume. So that equates to, so like for the example is you enroll 5 people with 165 PV custom order, you're going to earn $206 in commission. Again, $44 less than that $250, but you're going to have 825 PV, and that's going to create some loyal customers. So again, you're forfeiting that $44, but that OGV, that organizational group volume, is massively enhanced. And that's going to help you run through the ranks much faster. And that is where the money is, okay? So that's going to create a massive OGV explosion for you, just seeing that. So that's really, really cool. Yeah, ranking up easier with this new system. Exactly, because your volume is going to almost double. I mean, if you think about it, it's really, really pretty amazing. Okay. The $15, you know how if you enroll somebody on Essential Rewards right out of the gate, you get an extra $15? That's going to be going away. That's going to be retired. Evidently, it was very confusing. It was very hard to manage from a leadership perspective, and it wasn't getting the results that Young Living had intended. So it's going away. Not a big deal. It's only $15. And again, the $15 is a moot point if they get off of ER. You don't want that. You want them to stay on Essential Rewards. So this new subscribe to save option is going to really help to enhance that. Okay. one really cool new thing that's coming into this comp plan, or this new shopping platform, is CV, customer volume. Okay, so from June 1st on, in order to qualify for your paycheck, check this out. You no longer, unless you are Silver Plus, you no longer need to place a 100 PV order yourself. You can generate that 100 CV, customer volume, to qualify for your paycheck. Did your head just explode? So how many times have you ever helped a new business builder or a new brand partner get started, and they're like, oh, their budget's super tight. They just cannot manage a 100 PV order in order to qualify for, let's just say, an $8, paycheck. They don't need to do that anymore. They can hustle and they can create that volume underneath them on their level 1. And if it equals 100 CV, customer volume, then their orders, then they'll earn commission. Then they qualify for commission. Now, the caveat with that is if you're just around 100 and somebody under you returns something, it's going to screw everything up. So like, it's a good idea to kind of pad that and order a little bit every month. And also, again, like when I learned about this, I was kind of like, I wasn't quite sure if I liked this part, because I get the whole, like, you got to order in order to, you got to be a product of the product. You can't represent Young Living without using the product. If I was like, hey guys, Ning Shirt is awesome. I don't drink it, but I hear it's really good. So you should totally get it. It's just awesome. But if I drink it every day, I can share my experiences and how it makes me feel and what it's helped us, our immune systems and all the good stuff. So, so kind of keep that in mind, especially with your newish brand partners that may truly not have the budget to extend their finances into 100 PV order every month. So as long as they generate 100 CV customer volume on their level 1, cannot be below that. That's the other thing. It has to be on their level 1. Then they will qualify for commission, which is really, really, really cool. Okay, so CV is the total volume of the customers on your level 1, which are your personally sponsored customers on level 1, not brand partners. That's the other thing. If you have a brand partner on level 1, their order does not count as customer volume. Okay, so that's the other caveat. So it's a combo of both your PV, and your customers, your level 1 customers. And that could be an all or nothing combination. Okay. So let's see. Oh, this is other cool. Qualifying legs no longer need to be spending 100 PV to be a leg. So you know how in order to qualify, let's say for executive, for silver and beyond, you have to have your top person at the very top needs to have 100 PV order in order for that leg to qualify, to be a qualifying leg. Okay. That doesn't have to happen anymore. As long as that top person, their CV is 100 PV, that qualifies as a leg. Does that make sense? I know it's kind of confusing, but let's just say it's Sally Joe, and Sally Joe is not ordering, but she's got a whole crap ton of volume underneath that could be your silver leg, but doesn't qualify because Sally Joe did not place a 100 PV order on this particular month. So that's going away. As long as she has 100 PV combined CV on her level 1, you will qualify, which is awesome. Let's see. Sponsor and enroller changes are going to be the same. You still will have 30 days to move somebody if you are strategically building legs, which is good. Inactives, same deal. If somebody does not place an order after 12 plus months, they're just going to disappear from your downline. They can reactivate, same process as they do right now. I believe after 2 years, if they've been inactive for 2 years, they're treated as a new customer. So I don't know what that's going to look like just yet, but that was something I was reading in the Q&A document that I got this afternoon. Let's see. If a customer becomes a brand partner, you need to move them before they become a brand partner. Otherwise, they're going to stay where they are. or you'll need to get that 3 upline approval and pay the fee to move them, which is a pain in the behind. So make sure you're having conversations with your new customers. And if they decide they want to convert to brand partner, make sure you move them before they pull the trigger on that. More than likely, they're not going to, because they're not going to know what the heck to do. Usually the people are asking us these questions, but just kind of keep that in mind. The maintenance fee, so like for our commission processing, the maintenance fee is going to be changing. The maximum is going to be $10 per pay period, and it's going to be a sliding scale based on your income. So if you're earning more than $1,000 a month, it will be just the $10, and then it'll go down based on that. I'm not sure exactly what the percentages are, but it'll be like up to $10. So let's see. There's going to be a ton of trainings too on the Young Living Facebook page. So if this does not make sense now, it will. I've had to listen to several calls and read several documents for it to kind of sink in, and still some of it's kind of muddy to me. And I know we're going to definitely want to be directing our members to this as well, so they can learn the things that are going to be impacting them. The good thing is the customers aren't going to see a whole lot of changes, other than the interface is going to be a little bit different and the way that they order is going to be a little bit different. So something to keep in mind as this is rolled out. We'll just share what we can in a user-friendly way. PV Assistant, remember that thing? PV Assistant that nobody uses? That's going to be gone. So the good news is if something goes out of stock, we're going to get an email. Yay! So that'll be good. So your order is going to process. You'll get an email a couple of days ahead of time. I'll let you know in a second. I have it in my document here. So that's going to, this PV Assistant is going to go away. Let's see. Oh, this is super cool. So the platform that we're using is the same server as Amazon. So what does that mean for like Black Friday and, you know, massive Cyber Monday sales? The chances of it going down, knock on wood, are going to be much less. So it's, the cool thing is it's very scalable. So the ability to enhance this, because this is obviously we're going to keep growing like crazy. So that'll be a huge, huge help. Okay. So the timeline for rolling this out, this is also in page 1 of the frequently asked questions, mid-April-ish, everyone's going to have access to the new platform. And Essential Rewards is going to change over to subscribe to save. So you'll just see the language shift on the website. Beginning in May, we're going to be reclassified into either brand partners or customers. The fast start bonus on new customers will kick off May 1st. The CV of 100 requirement will kick off June 1st. The starter kit bonus, I forgot to mention that in the comp plan changes. The starter kit bonus, that $25 cash bonus that you get for enrolling people with a starter kit, that's going to go away beginning June 1. So this is the time, make it happen. If you've got people that have expressed interest in a starter kit, this is the time to get it done, because beginning June 1st, that's 25 cash bonus is going to go away. You're still going to get the 25% fast start bonus, but that $25 cash bonus is going to be going away. And allegedly by June 1st, everything's going to be in place. So we have a pretty good timeline for that. Okay, I'm going to pause for questions. I'll look in the chat, but please feel free to unmute and ask any questions that you guys have. And then I'm going to look again through the FAQs and see if there's, or Q&A, see if there's anything that I didn't mention that I just learned about. The new agreement. Oh, Candy. Okay. The new agreement, and again, I'm not even sure what the new agreement says. I believe it is more for the customer, just switching over the reclassification, but I don't know for sure, Candy. So I can't speak specifically to that, but that's a really good question. If I come across any answers to that, I will let you know, or I'll let everybody know. I just, when it happened to me, I just clicked, okay. So
I printed it out.
Oh, look at you.
Yeah, I printed it out, but it did seem like a little confusing.
Okay.
And I just, now going through what you just did, it may make more sense.
Okay.
So I will reread it. But there was obviously so many changes, but not having heard what you said, I was really I did agree, obviously, or else I couldn't even get into my virtual office.
Right.
So I agreed, but I just thought it would be interesting to understand it a little bit better.
That's a
So,
great question.
yeah.
And I did not read it. I'm one of those that just, okay, you can firstborn, no problem, take it.
Well, I mean, I knew I had to, or
Right.
else they won't let me in.
Right,
But I
exactly.
did print it out so that I could read it. But now I will go back through it, given everything you said here, and it may make perfect sense.
Yeah,
I don't
take
know.
a peek at it after the fact, and
Yeah.
and whatever, like whatever doesn't make sense, we can chat more about. But
Yeah.
my guess is that it's just these are the changes that are happening,
Yeah.
because a lot of this is driven by the FTC, the Federal Trade Commission. Like there are certain things that we can and cannot do business wise, and like becoming a member that was no longer appropriate. So
Yeah.
that's why everything is changing. It's
Yeah.
literally so we can align with what we're allowed to do as a network marketing company, and we stay in business forever and ever.
Yeah. My guess is it's all going to align with exactly what you said, but
Yeah.
given I hadn't heard this, I'm like, oh, whoa, what does that mean? Oh, what can I do? What can I?
Yep.
So, yeah.
Exactly.
But again, as you said, of course I agreed to it, or else I couldn't have gone in.
Like, yes. M2 Coaching Corner, whoever that is. Yes, this is going to change everyone's life. I can't stress to you, like you've been here, you've been with us for a while, it's like, okay, you just want lavender, no problem. Okay, you want this, no problem, done. 24% off. We can make that happen. It's just going to help the experience so much more for the customer and really help us serve, and really get the results that people are looking for. I mean, they're coming to you with wellness needs. And by saying, hey, there's this really cool kit that we have, it comes with 12 oils and a diffuser, and we know you're going to love it. And everyone needs these oils, which they do, but that's not serving them. This is going to serve them. So super cool. So we have to know, Julia, great question. So we have to sign up for both ER and subscribe to save. No, ER is going to become subscribe to save. So you're going to be able to go in and choose what you want and the frequency at which you want it. So for example, you can go in and so like, let's say there's certain things that you order every month or every other month. You can go in, and I haven't been in the system to even see it. This is all hearsay. So I don't know what this looks like. But from what I'm told, you're going to be able to go in and like, okay, let's say you buy lavender every 3 months. Boom. That's on the 3-month calendar. But you buy a 2-pack of Ningxia every month. Boom. That's month 1, month 2, month 3. Lip balm every 3 months. Sulfurzyme every 3 months. Like whatever that looks like. So yeah, so it'll be called subscribe to save, or S2S is how.
Kristen, will you still be able to change that monthly order though?
Oh yeah. It's just gonna be just like it is now. Other than it's gonna be able to, you're gonna be able to choose the dates that you want things to ship out. It's still gonna be once a month.
Yeah.
Okay. So think about if you've ever done subscribe and save on Amazon, right? You choose like the toilet paper and the increments at which it comes every 2 months. And then it processes every 2 months. You get an email saying, okay, it's coming up. Are you sure? Yeah. Okay, good to go. So this is going to be very much the same. So you're going to still be able to order what you want and change it, because you're going to be going in and changing it. And you're still going to be earning those points as long as you're ordering at least 50 PV a month. And it's only going to process once a month. Your subscribe to save is going to process on whatever date that you want it to. Okay.
So let's say you have the Ninja Red on
Yep.
your subscribe and save, but that
Yep.
month, you know what, you weren't really good and you didn't drink it all, and so now
Right.
you don't want it. Can you substitute something else for the Ninja Red the next
Absolutely.
month?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All right.
it'll be able to be modified as per it is right now. Or you can push it back. Okay. Oh, Ningxia, I don't want it next month. I'm going to push it to every 2 months.
Excellent.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. You'll be able
Perfect.
to play around with it. And again, I don't know exactly what the system looks like, but from what I'm gathering, it's pretty user friendly.
Mm-hmm.
Can we mail a process order still? Yes, I believe so, Sheila. I love that customers can individualize what they need. Yes, Zytos, exactly. So for those of you guys that are using the Zyto, whether it's the Insights or the Compass, Heck yeah. Do a Zyto, help them figure out what their wellness needs are, help them place an order. It's boom, boom,
Yeah.
boom.
That's awesome.
Such an awesome way to serve. And you remind them when they get sick.
Kristen, I have a question.
Yes.
How about like for, you know, when they have the specials that come up, like, you know, back in stock Wednesdays or whatever, like, can you, like almost, do you get any, you're not going to get points if you do that kind of like how we used to do shop, right? So could you
Correct.
almost put those?
Unless, okay, that's a great question, Julia. We're still going to be able to shop. So we can shop as many times a month as we want. We're just not going to earn points for that. So it's just like that is right now. But let's say something, I think actually tonight, usually Wednesday night, or things coming back in stock. We'll find out tomorrow what they are, or maybe tonight at 10 o'clock. But let's say something comes back in stock that is available on ER or loyalty rewards. Then if your order hasn't processed for April and you want to add that to your order, boom, done. And you'll probably be able to manually process it. So it's going to be I'm pretty sure it's going to be the same as the way it is right now.
So it won't be something that where they say you can't put this on loyalty program?
There will. So like if it's a sale or a promotion, like let's say Black Friday or Cyber Monday or like whatever it is that comes out, our convention products or whatever, it's still going to be shop only.
Okay.
Those high demand, discounted promotions, those will be probably shop only. But if things come back in stock like they pretty much do weekly, if it's available on ER, then you can just add it to your subscribe to save for the month if you haven't processed. But if it's already processed for April, then it's just like it is with ER. If you've already processed your ER April, you can't add it to your April ER because it's already processed. You'd have to wait until May, or you would do a shop to get it to you as soon as possible.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
That's a great question. So yeah, so
they don't want to give us the discount plus, you know, get points back on those kind of things.
exactly. You're still going to get a discount.
Yeah,
Still, the shop is still going to give you a
double
24%
discount.
discount. You're just not going to get the loyalty reward points, the 10%,
Right.
20%, or 25% back.
Right.
So yeah, it's the same thing. Will shipping costs for monthly shipments be changing? I don't think so, KB. I don't think so. As far as I know, free shipping is still going to be the same. So 100 PV is going to be free shipping, and the other stuff, as far as I know, as long as like FedEx and UPS and USPS doesn't like skyrocket, there hasn't been any indication of shipping going up. Okay. Let's see. Just looking at the other notes. So yeah, Silvers Plus need to place 100 PV personal order every month. No problem. I'm like, I can't imagine not placing 100 PV order. So anyone from executives below, you can utilize the 100 CV, the customer volume, in order to generate your commission qualifications. How long does a 24% discount last? It lasts for 24 or 12 months. After that, adding one item to subscribe to save will continue the discounted pricing. So let's say a first order, a customer comes in with 100 PV order, unlocks their 24% discount. They'll have a full 12 months to access that 24% off. After that year, they'll need to add one item to subscribe to save. So it's pretty flexible. Let's see.
Kristen, when you get a chance, I got a couple questions.
Yes, of course. Go for it. I'm just reviewing the Q&A to see if there's anything that I haven't chatted about.
Okay.
Go for it.
With mentioning how you have to do like a PV, a 50 PV if CV, whatever it is, subscribe to save. So, and that has to be a monthly order. So if you're doing something one every 3 months, then you just have to pick different things per month.
Exactly.
Okay, so you can't just do a subscribe to save 50 PV every 3 months and think it's going to count, because it's
Exactly. You'll get points for that one. So, okay, that's a great question. So let's say you did 50 PV every 3 months. You would get 10% back every 3 months.
But it
But
would
you'd
be
never
like-
advance to 20%. You'd never advance to 25%.
Okay, but it's
You know what I mean?
possible you won't be breaking any rules. You'll just be limiting yourself.
Exactly. You're just right. You're limiting the amount of points that you can accumulate and your ability to advance in the loyalty rewards program. You'll basically always be stuck at 10% every time you hit 50 or more.
Okay.
Does that make
What
sense?
about- Yeah. What about my gang? And I don't have a lot, but I have a couple little old ladies that just do 50 PV a year and they're happy to do that. So it sounds like there's nothing for them that they can really do unless they choose subscribe to save.
So that's a great question. So 50 PV a year. So they'll be reclassified this month or May 1st as a customer. And then they'll have that full year to enjoy the 24% discount. And then after that, if they want to enjoy 24% off after that, then they would just need to do something on subscribe to save.
Right, because they can't just place an order, right? Or do a bundle. I mean, they
So-
can't just do 100 PV order, right?
They could.
Not that they have it, but I'm
Right.
just saying,
Right. That's a really good question. And I think, okay, so I think if you do either 100 PV order, I'm going to have to get clarification on that. 'Cause I honestly am not quite sure. You've stumped me. You've officially
and-
stumped me, Andrea.
and I got one more question for you. So, and I guess this is like a fear, and I probably shouldn't be fear driven, but I'm doing it anyway.
It's a safe place.
So you said that if you're a brand partner,
Mhm.
you won't see your downline if you become a customer, and that you need to like bump up again. So every time I need to see my downline, and for some reason, I don't know what the heck happened. I don't know. I broke my leg and I'm in the hospital for a year, whatever. The options for that to see my downline again, and let's say this isn't me, let's say it's just somebody else that's
Right.
struggling, can't get it done. Do they have to then do whatever this business essentials kit is for 29, or what else can they do to bump back up again for, and is it every month?
No. So, okay. So somebody's a brand partner. I'm just trying to, I'm
Yeah. And then they're
Somebody's a
trying to
brand-
see their downline because they got somehow downgraded.
So, okay, so they were a brand partner, and then after a year, they either didn't earn a commission check, they didn't rank above star, they didn't purchase a business essentials kit, or they didn't, what's the fourth one? What the heck's the fourth one? Enroll somebody. So then they, boom. Their downline just disappears because they're reconverted to a customer. Right?
Yeah.
So then, in order for them to re-access their downline and to earn a commission check, then they would need to do one of those four things.
Okay.
And that would be like the easiest, the path of least resistance is the business essentials kit. It's just $30.
And then they would have that access for a year again? Or just
Pretty
the
sure.
month?
I think so. That's a really good question. Need to do one of these over the course of 12 months or they'll convert back to a customer. Now, I don't know if once you get the business essentials kit, if it's like a lifetime. I'm going to have to verify. I'm going to have to check into that 'cause I don't know either, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I'm just curious if that business essentials kit is going to be like the $9.95 that you spend per month for the
Yeah,
moving stuff, or if
I don't
it's
think so.
At one time, there was discussion about you had to order samples, Christian. Remember, like the toothpastes or
Yeah. Yeah. So they
on a regular
requalified.
basis.
Yeah, they qualified originally a business tool. I was like, well, what the heck's a business tool? Like, what does that mean? And according to this Q&A doc that I got this afternoon, it's either Oily Tools or the MyYL website. And it wasn't like or the business essentials kit. It wasn't like samples, which again, like remember in the VO, there was an opportunity section. If you guys have been around for a while, it was like starter kits are in there and like other stuff. That's gone. Obviously for obvious reasons now, because they're moving off of that platform. But so yeah, so those aren't available anymore. So I guess those wouldn't even qualify. But I don't know if once you buy the business essentials kit, if it's like, okay, you're a brand partner for life now. I'm not
Yeah,
quite
because
sure.
I'm
Because
thinking
that wouldn't make sense. You shouldn't have to buy a kit every year to maintain the ability to look at your downline.
Right, if you have an
Yeah,
active downline.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So
I'm
I honestly
thinking-
don't know. That's a great question.
if you're doing the $9.95 a month, which I'm doing,
Right.
like, you know, then it sounds like if you're just doing that a month, then that I took it like, as you're telling us, that could qualify us
Yes.
for that, like, continual. I'm just curious, like, I had been thinking back and forth, do I want to stop doing that $9.95 and do something else, you know,
But in your case, you have enrolled more than someone. So you're a brand partner.
yeah, I guess I was just concerned about like others who are kind of like not as much right now in it to win it. How can I keep them on? Like,
Right.
what do I need to tell them? You know, and then it makes me nervous because, you know, I'm not necessarily, you know, just with this year and all the stuff I have to do for my other job and not having time, like it's making me nervous that I'm going to fall behind. And then
Don't
what am I
stress.
going to have to do to catch up?
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's nothing.
or you're going to lose your builders. It sounds like, Andrea, you're nervous. Your builders are going to drop off.
Yeah, let's find out. Let's just roll into the new platform and then we can strategize as far as what can we do to maintain the business or the brand partner status, and how do we help people maintain that as well. I feel like how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. Change is not easy. I am like the worst person when it comes to change. I do not do well with change. So this is going to be challenging to say the least, but the long term of this for so many people is going to be amazing. So, and we're going to come across things that we're like, I didn't even think about that. All right. So now pivot, like 2020 was the year of pivot. We're going to keep pivoting like until we can't pivot anymore this year, especially with these changes. So that's a great question. One, we need to figure out, okay, how do we maintain this brand partner status? Is it one of these four things? Do we have to, like, what do we have to do for the people that are not here tonight, right? The people that might have enrolled one or their sister. Okay. But more than likely, if they just enrolled their sister and they're just ordering, they want to be a customer. And if there comes a time where they're like, oh, I want to start enrolling people, or I want to enroll more people. Okay, cool. Let's get you a business essentials kit. And then you can start doing that. And then you can qualify for commissions and all kinds of cool stuff. So
do you feel they're making it easier to get people to enroll and get the 24-hour discount, but making it harder to stay as the business person?
I think it's quite the opposite myself. I'm going to jump in, Kristen.
Yeah, go ahead.
So for example, I have a member enrolled with Ningxia Red, and she's tinkering with building, but I don't know that she can do the 100 a month of an order. So this is kind of removing the roadblock. If anything, it's actually, Kristen's mentioned 2 or 3 things that's actually going to help us to A, rank up, or B, entice builders, so to speak, make it easier for builders, in my interpretation.
Yes, I would agree 100%. But at the same time, I see exactly where you're coming from. It's not making, so like right now, you get a starter kit, you're a distributor.
Yeah,
Whether you like it or not, you're a distributor.
Right.
Now it's like you're a customer and you have to opt in to become a business builder or a brand partner, like it should be.
Mhm.
Right. So this is it's just taking it one step further to claim brand partnership versus by default.
And it's all about FTC.
Yes,
to me.
exactly.
It's
That's
all
what it
about
comes down to, because the FTC does not like us promoting the business at all, at
Oh.
all, at all, at all. They want us to be promoting a product. We're
And it
selling a product.
And it provides a clear delineation, really.
Exactly. And that's why the Young Living, I mean, they don't want to charge us for a business essentials kit. They don't, but in order to show the FTC that that delineation, there's a clear line in the sand that these are brand partners that have chosen to be brand partners, and they purchase this thing to become a brand partner.
And they're making it as easy as they can to do that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Versus
Okay.
customers, which have just been dumped into this bucket of distributors
Yep.
who don't want anything to do with, I mean, how many people have told you, like, I'm not selling on, I mean,
Yeah.
and they really
yeah.
don't. They want nothing to do with selling.
Oh, that was me for years. That
Yeah,
was me for
exactly.
years. Absolutely.
And there's
Sure.
99% of our team, our customers are
Yeah.
just customers that want, and now I don't say just, our customers. This is what makes up the bread and butter of our entire company, $2.2 billion or whatever the hell it is now. That is from our customers that are just so stinking happy with their products that you just keep ordering every single month. So
Yeah.
It kind of just removes obstacles for sure for people that want to build, but it also makes it much clearer as far as, brand distributors versus.
Oh, sounds good.
But my question also, Kristen, is with the whole idea with the making it easier, I agree, but if you can't piggyback on your level ones, because they also enrolled somebody, because now they enroll somebody, now they're a brand partner, now you can't count their 100 CV towards yours. So you have
Correct.
to find somebody who's only a customer.
But that's a good problem to have. That means you've got
Okay.
duplication happening, and you're not going to have
That's
to
true. I mean,
worry about that. So yeah.
I'm
So
just
if
saying,
if that's the biggest issue, then that's okay. That's totally
So
okay.
Kristen, does that mean like all the people on your team that have people under them that you're not going to get any credit for what they're ordering?
No. It's just okay. It's just in order to qualify right now, April, in order to qualify for your full commission, you got to spend 100 PV, right? We all know that, right? Beginning, I think it's May. I think it's May 1st. I don't know. Let's just say June. Let's just say June to be safe.
Yeah.
Then if you are like, I'm on such a budget, I can't spend 100 PV, but I've got people under me ordering on my level 1. If they are ordering a cumulative 100 CV, which is PV, then you will qualify for the commission under you, all the people under you. But
Even if you don't buy for that whole month.
Even if you don't buy for the whole month, but you got to make sure that it's at least 100 CV on your level 1, and they're all customers, and there's no returns. If somebody returns something, bye commission. So that's where you want to like pad it. You want to have a little bit of a cushion. So it's like if you're gonna play that roulette, I don't advise it. But if you're going to do that, make sure you're paying close attention on that last day of the month. And if you need to place an order because you don't want to lose your commission. But again, 100 PV, we all know that's easy. That's a drop in the bucket. If you're living this lifestyle, no problem.
I have another question, Kristen.
Yeah.
How about things that didn't count for PV before, like diffusers and stuff? Is it still going to be the thing?
Yeah, it's going to be the same. So like the 0 PV stuff, the diffusers that are like half the PV, nothing's changing there.
Okay.
As far as I know, I haven't seen anything, so I'm guessing no news is no news there. Mostly it's just the way that people are shopping. Let me see if there's anything else. Quick order equals shop, that was changed a while ago. So what if an item's out of stock, and I mentioned this before, if an item is out of stock and my subscribe to save drops under 50 PV, you'll get an email notification as well as a pop-up before your order processes letting you know you're under 50 PV and should add an item. So it will make it hopefully as dummy proof as possible so we don't miss that. Because I need as many prompts as I possibly can get. Oh, this is good. Okay. Question. If I put an item on subscribe to save to unlock the 24% discount, and then next month I cancel what's in my subscribe to save order, will I drop back to retail pricing? Yes, you'll drop to retail pricing. You can skip up to 3 months of subscribe to save, but if you take all items off of subscribe to save or don't order for 3 months, you'll lose your 24% discount. But you can hop back on easily to subscribe to save to get the discount back. Okay, so that's helpful to know. So you have to at least order something on subscribe to save every 3 months or you're going to pay retail. To still be a customer, there's not going to be retail versus wholesale customers. You're just going to be a customer. You're either going to pay retail or you're going to pay wholesale based on your subscribe to save status.
Does it have to be what you had on subscribe to save? So let's say you had the lip balm, but
I
now
don't think it
you,
matters. I think anything, as long as there's something on subscribe to save and you're processing it every 3 months, then you'll maintain your 24% discount. Let's see.
So there will be retail pricing
Yes,
available.
exactly. So people can still order stuff and pay retail, but if they want to pay wholesale, they can either order 100 PV or they can opt into subscribe to save.
or they can order from you and you just put it on your order.
Or you could do that, but
local.
I don't advise that just because it's a pain in the ass. You're not Mary Kay. You're then dealing with tax and ship. Like, I mean, if you're going to do that, do it like once and then say, okay, now let's set up your own account. Because that's not a business. That's just like giving people your wholesale discount. And then you're doing the work. And you're not getting,
This makes it, I'm
yeah,
sorry.
that's okay.
This makes it so much easier for those people and for
Yeah,
us, for those people.
Exactly. I would advise if at all possible to not do that option. I know I've done it in the past for people very randomly and very infrequently, just because I can't be bothered with dealing with calculating stuff and delivering and all of that. And also, again, like treat this like a business, like it's like giving away your cost. Here you go. So, but exactly like Debbie said, for those individuals that are just like, let me just order it through you. I'll Venmo you the money. You can be like, no, you can order it right on your own account. It's so easy. It's just like Amazon. We really can now say it's just like Amazon. And
I
not
have one person that I do that for, and it's just been a recent thing, and what a pain in the ass.
huge pain in the ass.
I mean, she's like, and she's a pain in the ass. Like, it's,
Literally, and don't say her name, Debbie. We are recording.
but I mean, I'm happy to be helping her because she does the deep relief, and she just started getting it, and now it's out of freaking stock. So I've been like, it's just been, I had to get one from Donna. She's shipping me one. So I had to tell her, now you're going to, instead of paying whatever it was, now you're going to pay more because I had to order it from whatever. It's
Right.
just, it'll be easier to just teach her how to do that.
Exactly.
Yeah, I always go you can just get it directly from them. That way I have no idea what you're getting. Like
Exactly.
I try to
Totally.
put a positive spin on that.
Totally. Yeah. Try to avoid that for your own sanity. Because again, like once you do it once, then they're like, oh, just keep going to you. And then you're like, oh shit, how do I get out of this?
So do you still give them your link to go into the site though?
Yep, exactly. It'll be very similar. I'm hoping that Link Builder is a little more like user friendly. I can't guarantee that it will be.
I never got mine to work. Like
Yeah, it's been causing problems lately, and I don't know if it's because we've been in the process of transitioning. I'm hoping, again, I have high hopes that everything's going to be rainbows and unicorns when it's released. Rhonda's laughing because she's coming for my tea, and it never happens that way. But hope I'm cautiously optimistic. But it'll be the same thing. You'll either give somebody your link to go to the page, or when they're checking out, it'll say who referred you, and they'll put, Candy's number, and then it'll say, all right, Candace McMahon, boom. Okay. Yes. It's just like it does now. So you'll be connected to that person.
To that person.
Okay, Pam, so how do customers get info sheets to share with others, not to grow, but share? I'm not sure I understand the question, Pam. Can you clarify?
Well, from what I've been listening, we don't have access to virtual office, which I've used to get info sheets.
Question.
And so, I mean, I'm
Great.
not a business person, but I spend a lot of time sharing about Young Living. And I really depend on being
Interesting.
able to download like things about Ningxia Red or whatever, or how do, a thing on how do you join Young Living or whatever. And, and maybe they don't join or maybe they do, but I still, if I get down, which by the end of 12 months, I'll probably be downloaded to a customer, how do I still be able to promote Young Living as I already do?
So you would more than likely need to just get that business essentials kit. And then it's pretty much just like giving you the keys to your
Okay.
virtual office. That's my
Okay.
understanding.
All right.
If you don't meet those 4 qualifications by May 1st, 2021, then
Yeah.
if you are reclassified, it's just just the $29.95 business
Okay.
essentials kit, which actually, you always want to know what comes in it.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. I had it somewhere.
Yeah, the business essentials.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Okay. This
We
is what
get
comes
a
in it.
ton of samples.
Drum roll, I wish, right? So the Rise 90-day journey booklet, a 90-day planning calendar. So if you've ever either printed out or seen that Rise, that gorgeous thing that they put together last year, it'll be really nice and put together. So that. A book called Rise to Royal. I never heard of that before. Has testimonials and rank retreats. A flyer that outlines my YL website, which is a free 90-day subscription. That's cool. That's new. We've never seen that before. And then 3 months free of my YL.com website, which is a $30 value. And then a flyer for Silverbound. So kind of like marketing materials. But
I think I have
stuff.
the small Rise book. Kara sent it to me.
Yeah, so it'd probably be very
Mhm.
similar to that. But honestly, the 3 months of myYL.com, it pays for itself. If you buy a $30 kit, that, I mean, I switched over to a different third-party website, but I was paying the $9.95 for my YL website for a while. That's paying for it. You get your 3 months of that. So I mean, it's again, Young Living is trying to remove as many obstacles as possible. So you get something for it, but it's just in order to satisfy the requirements of the FTC. So we are doing business the way that we're supposed to without getting into trouble, because we've been doing this for 26 years now. We want to keep doing this for another 260 years. So any other questions? I know this is a lot of stuff, and if your head is spinning, yeah.
Link. I have never really been able to, I don't know if I've set it up even. Do we have to try and work on that now ahead of time?
Don't even bother. Nope.
Okay.
Nope. Don't even worry about that. When everything's released, and then I'm sure, I know there'll be training. There'll be so much training, your head's going to expand. There'll be so many opportunities to learn how to do stuff in the virtual office. There'll be videos, there'll be tutorials. There'll be so much. So just right now, just absorb it and just let it marinate right now, and know that it's coming. And as you get questions, I think the biggest thing, like in order to prepare your team, is helping people understand their ER order is now going to process at 12:01 a.m. I think that was the biggest, like, oh crap, for me, because I'm, like, we have to let people know, because they're so used to like it processing the night, but now it's going to process in the day. So if anything, that's probably your biggest biggest talking point right now. And other than like the platform's going to change and all of that, but don't worry about the link builder. Don't worry about any of that stuff right now. Just know that it's coming. It's going to revolutionize the way we do this business and the way that we share and the way that we serve. It's going to be so good. And oh my gosh, the explosion of volume for you guys just from this, just the way that it's changing is just going to be incredible. So Any other
Kristen,
questions?
I had
Yeah.
another one for you. I did geek out and read the agreement fairly well, as best as
Oh.
I could understand. It sounded like the link builder was going to change, and it sounded like you were going to have to like re-sign up for it, but I'm not sure.
Oh,
So if you find out anything, let me know. And then
I will
also,
add that to my list.
the also another thing I saw on there, which did show up on like as the pop-up before you could sign in, is it talked about how you couldn't use credit cards or PayPal info on other people's accounts. Now that's important to me because I use my credit card on my mom's account and then she Venmos me. So
Okay.
what does that actually mean? Does it mean like I can no longer do that? Or does it mean something else I'm not understanding?
It probably means that you can no longer do that. And to be honest with you, I don't even think that's even allowed now. Not to say you're going to go to Young Living jail for that. Like it happens all the time. People do it all the time. I think just like the whole agreement. I mean, if you go into policies and procedures right now as they stand, I'm sure that there's something about that, because we can't technically be paying for something we're earning commission on. Like that's the reason for it, even though there might be some, you're going to be getting Venmo'd and paid for. I mean, I wouldn't worry too much about that, but if you can change that, great. If not, like, don't sweat it.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
I'm trying to understand what she asked and what you answered. So right now, my debit card is used on Harry's account.
Okay.
The debit card is in my name, but the account is joint.
Right.
So that shouldn't be a problem.
So with spousal accounts, I mean, my account, my credit card and Darren's credit card are exactly the same. Mine just says my name on it and his says his name on it. So his account is his. So I don't know if Harry has his card, if you could just change the card over to his name, Debbie. I mean, again,
I'd just order him a card.
Don't sweat it, especially in these circumstances. But the big thing is Young Living doesn't want you to be like paying for everybody. So because you're in, like, not that you would, you'd go broke.
So if I was paying for my granddaughter's products or something like that.
Exactly.
That's what
Your
I do.
credit card
I
is
buy my
supposed to
daughter's
do
stuff.
like
I buy my
bunch of
daughter's
people.
stuff for her too. I buy my daughter's stuff for the granddaughter, seedlings and stuff. So she has the account, but I pay for it with my credit card.
Right. So I mean, technically, I mean, if I'm being policies and procedures hat, technically you should have a separate account, separate card. I mean, it should be in their name. But again, I don't know what the auditing procedure is there either. I just don't know, but it's in the new agreement because it's probably in the old agreement too.
I kind of when you said that before, I kind of understood it to be like if you wanted to put a credit on someone's account, but you can still do that. You'd still be able to do that.
You can still put credits on people's account, but you shouldn't be paying for other people's orders with your credit card or your debit card. That's basically what that means.
Okay.
Take that and do whatever you want with it. Does that make sense?
Well, the less people I have to pay for, the better for me.
Well, yeah. I mean, you shouldn't do that because that's not, you'll go broke. You're
Right,
not, this isn't going broke.
But you kind of go broke. You kind of do go broke when you have grandkids.
Ah, yes.
Exactly.
True. Any other questions? I know this is a lot of stuff. You guys asked some great questions. I know.
Kristen, I just want to say, I think you did an excellent job explaining this because this isn't easy.
Yes.
Thank you. Good. I know, I'm sorry. If it was confusing, I apologize, but I'm glad it was helpful.
I'm totally confused, but I'm going to read it over. I'll write things down after I listen to the recording, and then I'll.
Yeah, and there's a lot of other recordings too. It's not just mine. Also the FAQs, if you go into our business group, this is all posted in there as well. And the FAQs are really good too. So that, the Young Living ones that they created are really helpful as well. That helped me to get a better understanding as well. It will make sense.
So
And when
one of
when
my
that does,
members-
and then things will change again.
I bet
of my
that
new
now
members
the
wanted to-
agreement will make more sense too now.
Yeah, probably.
So if anybody wants to get a kit and get the $50, they should do it this month because they won't be able
Yep.
to.
Exactly. Exactly. So yes, this month and into May, I'm from what the documents I'm reading, starter kit, $25 cash bonus goes away June 1. So we technically have April and May to enroll people with starter kits to get that full $50. After June 1, it'll just, if they're, I mean, my understanding is we're still going to have starter kits because we know that's a great value. Bundle is awesome. They're going to be called starter bundles. And it's going to just have like 25% fast start bonus. So if it's 100 PV, it'll be $25. But again, not the end of the world. It's
No.
just, they don't want to incentivize the one size fits all approach. That's truly the reason that they're removing the starter kit bonus. Because if they kept it, we'd still push the starter kit,
Yeah.
right? Because you want $50. We don't see the long term. We want short. We're all about the here and now. So they want to incentivize the long term strategy of building strong, solid, healthy, lifelong customers, and this is how it's done. So short term loss for long term gains. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
The only other thing I was wondering is how this is going to change how all our approaches for like meeting with people. Like, are we going to have like a standard thing, or it's just going to
No,
be?
it's going to be amazing. You can do whatever you want.
You don't have to have scripts and all that kind of stuff.
Nope. I mean, you can
Yeah.
still present the starter kit if you want. Like you can still do an oils 101 class if you want, or you can just be like, hey, let's meet for coffee and you can tell me what's going on. Let me bring you my supplement book. Let me do a Zyto on you. Anything. It's
That's
going to
what
be
I'm doing.
so fun.
That's what I'm doing.
Or the thieves idea of like getting rid of toxins.
Yeah, whatever is like, tell me what's ailing you. Okay, you want to get toxins out? No problem. We'll do like, and you can have fun. If you're really creative, you can create 100 PV bundles, like the toxin free home bundle, the baby bundle, the kid bundle, the the back to school bundle, the college student bundle, the yoga instructor bundle, Pam, right? All the cool stuff. So you can do so many neat ideas. And again, just totally customizable. The gut bundle, like, okay, Life 9, Comfort Tone, and the new ICP, done. The poo bundle. We can do so many fun things. It's like, yeah. So that's the great thing. It takes the pressure off of how do I do this? You just
I love the idea of like create your own bundles. That's awesome.
Yeah. And I'm sure we're going to see there's so many creative people that have beautiful graphics. I'm not that person that we can pull from. There's going to be so much cool stuff coming out of this, but really just take the pressure off of yourself of having to do it a certain way and just do it your way. And it'll come across so much more authentic and real, and like you're just going to create better relationships forever with your customers. It's going to be magical. I'm so excited. I'm so excited that we're seeing this. It feels like I'm looking at Rhonda. Rhonda's been with me the longest here. We've been waiting for this forever, haven't we, Rhonda? This has been a long time coming. So it's just going to be so awesome. Whoa, Andrea. $350 order for reading the first 20 minutes of the script. Well, there you go. So I think take that first 20 minutes and then talk about whatever the heck you want. Right? Why Young Living? What are
Which script,
oils?
Andrea?
Boom.
Which script did you use?
I think I combined a couple of different, but probably one of Kristen's latest. And I really just talked about seed to seal, toxins, and a little bit about how oils are beneficial. And I honestly thought no one was going to buy. I was so upset because I had 45 minutes planned, and it just surprisingly happened. And, you know, the one woman had her sister doing Young Living. So I really didn't think I had a shot. But
Wow.
3 people ordered.
Good
So,
for you. That's awesome. See,
but, you know, I
while
want to,
you're have your day jobs going crazy, right?
yeah, I
See?
want to mention some of the idea that I had with, you know, before we started switching the 1 to 100 PV, which will still work in this category. I was thinking, if you, whatever your presentation is, or whatever you use, like if it's just toxin free, or you're just like, I just did a 9 days of Ningxia on my Facebook lives that I'm going to
Oh, that's awesome.
convert. Whatever it is, what I was thinking about offering is, you know, if you sign up with me, you'll get pick 2 free classes, and then I'll teach maybe 15-20 minutes on something. Maybe it's about pets, maybe it's about hormones, maybe it's whatever, and they'll have those one-on-one classes or 3-on-1 classes with me, and then that could perpetuate another sale, or at least they feel educated and they got something from me. They got the effort that I put into the research or whatever. I mean, that's just who I am. I'm a teacher at
Mhm.
heart. So it's just a great way to potentially perpetuate, and you can build it to what you're deciding to do a class on, like
Exactly.
you girls are saying.
So much fun. Yeah, like hormones, oils for athletes, oils for toddlers, oils for old folks, oils for, whatever, whoever your audience is, oils for dudes, oils for preteens. Oh my God, there's so many, or not even oils, supplements. Focus on supplements. This is where we can really, really have an impact, because we don't have to speak to just oils. We can speak to the seed to seal process, how amazing this company is, how our supplements are infused with essential oils, which are seed to seal guarantee, and boom, why you want them, why you don't want to be going to Amazon anymore. What are your wellness needs? Okay, let's customize a plan for you. And then you can throw in an incentive for getting a 100 PV order, something. And I wonder if that's a question that just came to my mind, because you know how we're limited a $25 gift with enrollment. You know what I mean? I wonder if that's going to be the same or decreased, because I need to ask that. See, I'm learning with you guys. But like, again, throw in an incentive for getting started with a 100 PV order, whether it's whatever that is, a free two free classes with Andrea, or the books are okay. I don't think those count as monetary. But yeah, whatever you want. Cool. Any other questions? I know we've gone extremely over time, but this was good. This was good questions. Good
Another question.
conversation.
I'm just wondering what kind of pamphlets and stuff you can give people now, because we had almost things that were all directed to the starter kit.
Good
I bet
question.
they'll be coming up with new things.
I'm sure there will be. I honestly don't know, Julia. I'm sure there's going to be lots of oils for grandparents raising grandchildren. Exactly, Jody. Yeah, I don't know. I think we'll just kind of see what
shakes
people are
out.
developing. But it'll probably be like themes. You know what I mean? Like, exactly like we said, like hormone support or supplements, or like, again, whatever, toxin-free home.
The catalog is nice. And it's not that expensive. I don't give it to everyone, but they're only $3, and I give them to people I know that a serious. I would rather look at a book than look online for something.
Right. So that's always an option. Debbie's much better about giving out the catalog than I am. I'm like, no, I'm not sending you my catalog. But like flyers and stuff, I don't know what those are going to look like. And like I said, the starter kits, bundles, whatever they are, they're not entirely going away, so they'll still be available.
Yeah.
So that's a good TBD question. I'm not quite sure. We'll see.
I can see the big reason why they're switching to the 100 PV is, at least in my book, is that I've had so many people get the Thieves starter kit or the Ningxia Red, and they're good for 4 months.
Mm-hmm.
or 6. So how the heck are you getting them on essential rewards when they're so overwhelmed? I mean, that's what happened with my sister.
Yeah.
It was probably a year almost it sat, the Thieves, and she just started using it.
Right. Right.
So
Yeah, this exactly what you said. It gets them because it's so customized that they start using it right away because they need it. They need whatever it is that's in that box, and they need to start feeling better. And they know they will because you've helped them choose this XYZ, whether it's skincare or whether it's Life 9 and Comfort Tone or Ningxia Red or whatever. So the learning curve will be much less too, because
So
we'll
it'll
have a lot
definitely
more-
change that second Thursday opening
Yes,
your kit. That'll be
exactly.
interesting
Like
to do.
exactly.
Yeah,
So like what I said, like tomorrow night is probably going to be one of
Yeah.
the last like
yeah,
intro to oils,
yeah.
because most people are not going to be getting started with the starter kit. So we'll probably make a much more generic presentation on those.
Maybe things that are good to get started with.
Yes,
or-
exactly. Like this is how most people get started. This is how to use your new virtual office. Again, that's all going to change. Yeah. Good. That's the $1 million question. Anything else before we adjourn?
Thank you, Kristen.
All right, guys, have a great night. Thank you so much for being here with me, and I will keep the info coming at you. Bye.